Get your money, don't care who judge. Stay out the way, surround yourself with nothing but love. Stay out the way, if you a gangster, killer or thug. Stay out the way, put your faith in the man above. Stay out the way, chill with your family, siblings and blood. Stay out the way, kick it with your girl, forget hit in the club. Stay out the way, mind on your money, ain't no switching it up. Stay out the way, stand out the way, what you thought that it was. Stay out the way, if you stuck down on your luck, not feeling righteous. Did a petty crime, just looking for some excitement. Now your name on affidavits and court indictments. Get paid for a lot, but your freedom is priceless. You did the crime, you do the time, don't let it surprise you. Real stories from the heart, just to open your eyes up.
All bangers for my members, all bangers for my members, y'all. All bangers for my members. Let's get it, let's get it, let's get it. All bangers for my members. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Let's get it. Let's go. Let's finish the story, y'all. We are now on chapter 28. Still in Siberia, man. But I ain't even gonna lie to y'all, like after the whole situation of like going through that with the dude to put the case on me, you know what I mean? Like for real, like when he went home, when he got out on bond, it was a great feeling to me. I ain't even gonna lie to y'all, it was a great feeling because I was feeling like, you know, like maybe, you know, he'll forget about this crime. Now I told y'all we brain read each other when he was leaving out, and his brain basically told me that no, he wasn't gonna let up, man. So like I felt like he was gonna be that petty to still try to ruin me after going to the crib. Then like that was diabolical right there. I was thinking that, I ain't even gonna lie, but for the most part though, like I'm still in the jail, I'm still waiting to get transferred, and I am in Siberia. Like, do y'all know what it is? Man, I am in Siberia again, man. I told y'all in a story long before this one, man, that I never was coming back to this place. But when you just bucking and you doing all type of stuff that the COs hate, and they really want to drag you and they really want to show you who's in charge, that's where they send you to. They send you to Siberia, man. They send you to a place where you're going to freeze your butt off. You're going to freeze your butt off, man. And I told y'all, like in the last story, like I'm in that joint with the sheet. I'm in that joint with the blanket. It is so cold in there. You can't even really read a book. The only way you can read a book if you put everything under your blanket. You got to go under the covers. Then you got to tuck the covers. Then you got to put your feet at the end of the covers, and you got to be in that joint like a baby cocoon game. Then you got to be sitting in there. Then you're going to read the book. Then you're going to get numb doing that. As you stay in there too long like this, trying to keep the cocoon tight for the air condition won't kill you, for the air condition won't get inside your blanket, man, your hands are going to get numb. Everything is going to get numb. Your feet is going to get numb. Your knees are going to get numb. It's a crazy situation in there, man. Like I'm telling y'all, man, like y'all don't understand how it is in there. You look up, you see the COs in there, with the thick jackets. You know, it's not even cold outside like that. They out there in that junk with the thick jackets, like, because they already know what they coming to work to, man. Siberia is a different ball game. So like the first time I was in Siberia, man, like for real, it was a crazy situation, man. Like it'd be all type of ways and all type of things that you can probably do to get out of Siberia, man. But like, I ain't even gonna lie, this time around, they kind of had me like in the corner area of the pod. You know what I mean? It was like in the corner area. Can't remember the number because their numbers was different on that type of, when you went to the Siberia block. But I'm like in the corner part of the block this time around. And I can remember, man, they put me next to this white dude named Tommy. Now, Tommy was an all-time bucker, and I learned that, you know what I mean, from him bucking in Siberia. Now, for you bucking in Siberia is a whole different ball game for a lot of reasons, because, like, bro, you in Siberia, they already sent you to the worst of the worst. It's cold in here. Like, you gonna be bucking in here? Tommy used to buck, man. Like, they had Tommy jump. Like, they would have to cut his water on manually. Like, they wasn't even letting it, like, our water, they'll let my water, the person next to me, they'll let our water stay on. But, like, Tommy, they cutting Tommy water off. They cutting his water off until he has to need it. He'll tell him when he has to do number 2, and then the CO will be right there after he cut his water on. Tell him do number 2, then after he finished, they'll cut his water right back off, man. Like, they wasn't playing with Tommy, man. They said Tommy was an all-time top 5 flooder in the jail, man. Like, to have a title of the #1 flooder, it's bananas, man. But that's what dudes do. It's like it's our only tactic to the administration, to the people, like the COs and all that. That's our only tactic. Like when we're behind the gate, when I say behind the gate, I'm talking about when we're in our cells, locked in, like the hole, especially because this is the only time you see this. You don't really see flooded in population, but like when you behind the doors, like the only tactic you have, man, to get somebody's attention is flooding sometime, man. Like they be like, no, we ain't doing this for you now. Then you make a statement. You make a statement. You flood. Now you're gonna get a charge. Your cell gonna be flooded. You might have feces floating around. Dudes gonna be mad at you. All the above. But at the end of the day, that's like a quiet protest in penitentiary, man. Or jail. It don't even matter. It happens in both. But y'all see how crazy this is. Y'all see what our solid protest has to be. We have to flood toilet water into the place where we're living and have to sleep at and eat at. Like, this is crazy, man. But this is the situation. But I'm telling y'all, like, Tommy was the #1 flooder in the joint, man. So like they had him on watch his water like intake. Like they wasn't even letting him water stay on and they weren't playing with Tommy. And then in the midst of this, it's 0 degrees in the pod. So it's like it's super freezing. So I never understand Tommy motive to be still trying to buck and do all this when it's freezing in Siberia like this. So I can remember I come to the gate one day, man. I got the whale blanket on now. It was a CO that knew me. They used to work on the second floor. Like for real, like COs is working in Siberia. I guess that was their punishment. Like, yo, you mess up somewhere, put them in Siberia. Like, I guess that was their punishment as well. They was getting punished. Only thing about them, they get to go to the crib every day. But it was this one CO that I knew from the second floor, and he recognized me. He was cool, and I kind of talked him into me and him kicking it. I'm like, yo, wait, man, please give me another blanket. And he went and got me another blanket. You know what I mean? Like, that kind of saved me, man. So I remember the blanket I got on one blanket. I cut the hole in the joint. I cut the hole in the joint, and I got it on like a poncho. I got the joint over my neck. That's how cold it is. That's how cold it is. I got one wheel blanket, a poncho game that joint. I got that joint. I look like a black cowboy. You hear me? I got that joint on, and I got the other one just over me like a cape. You know what I mean? Just wrapped up all on my neck. So I'm at the bars, and Tommy had the bars. And he just finished snapping on the CO dude, you know what I mean? So I come to jump. I'm like, yo, I'm messing with him. I'm like, yo, hey, Tommy, man, give me a heads up if you go crazy. He was like, nah, man, he kind of act black a little bit. Like, for real, I only seen him a couple times because, you know, we in the hole and he go to shower sometimes. Like, I really never seen him a lot. But he act like a black dude slightly, you know what I mean? He was like, nah, I ain't gonna do that to you. I ain't gonna do that to you, white. He called me by my last name because my last name was on the door. He was like, I ain't gonna do that to you, white. I ain't gonna do that to you. He was like, nah, but they don't understand. He was like, man, I'm gonna get out of here. They gonna let me out of here, man. Watch me work. So I'm like, so how you gonna get out of here? Like, I was like, man, listen, dude told me just stay out the way for a week, man. Then he gonna try to come back and grab me. I was like, but you keep bucking back here. I was like, how you gonna? He was like, cause you gotta force him. You gotta force him to get you out of here. If you don't force him to get you out of here, they ain't gonna listen to you. They ain't gonna listen to you, white. So I'm like, man, how you gonna force though? I was like, they already know you the #1 flooder. They already know you mean business when it comes to Siberia. So how is you gonna do this? Tommy was like, man, I'm gonna show you. Just watch me work. Just watch me work. I do this. You know how many times I've been to Siberia? He was like, man, I done been home, came back twice. I done got locked up when I was 21, 18. I done been coming to Siberia. I was like, how old are you now? He was like, I'm 30. I'm like, man, like, this man said he been coming to Siberia since the beginning of time. He probably was in Siberia when they first built the block, y'all. So boom. I couldn't understand his motive to do this in the cold. It's freezing. I told y'all I'm in that joint with a baby homemade poncho game. You know what I mean? Out of a wool blanket. Then I got the other wool blanket on me like I'm Count Dracula. So like I'm freezing in the joint, man. Like for real, for real. Every day is a day that feels like I never want to come back to this place because it's cold to the point where you have to kind of like uncomfortable yourself to eat when the trays come in. Like you're gonna feel that air hitting you. You're gonna feel that air hitting your face. You're gonna feel the air hitting your toes. Like you can have on 2 pair of socks, which you don't. You only got 1 pair of socks in the hole. You know what I mean? But like it's to the point you done wore your socks so much before showers come, man. Your sock is almost like you take it off. It feels like it's frozen. It feels like your sock, like you take your sock off. You know how you take your sock off, it's usually slinky and falling. No, you take your sock off in Siberia after being in, having your sock. You're not taking your sock off never to probably take a shower, but you go take your sock off. Finally, man, like after 2-3 days, man, your sock look like a statue. That junk look like it's supposed to be in a museum. It ain't even moving. It's just sitting there, long, crispy, dark, ugly sock, man. And that's because your feet is crispy, first of all, for being in it 2-3 days, and it's cold, and it's just dirty, man. So like all the above is not a good situation, man. So like just to hear Tommy snapping out, man, like I didn't know what he was talking about, man. At the end of the day, I told myself I'm just gonna just fight the cold. You know what I mean? Like, you know, when you get put in a position where you don't want to be in, you know what I mean? Like I felt like it was nothing I could do about it at the particular moment. I felt like my good luck came in when dude got bonded out, the one that I assaulted. So like, I'm feeling like I can't complain about my blessings. Like I know I'm not gonna be a lifer in here. Now they know I'm a psycho when it comes to the young dudes and I'm running around being a maniac in the jail. But at the same time, though, they'll always just let me do my time and let me go. Now I'm looking at, I'm supposed to be going to the penitentiary soon. So I'm praying that maybe penitentiary can save me from this Siberia, man. Like that used to be in my prayer too. Like, God, like, I know I'm just trying to change my life. I'm gonna do better. But like, if you can just like get prison to save me from Siberia, like that'll be good too. Cause I don't want to stay in here no more, y'all. So boom. I had to be truthful with myself and God because it was a fact that like I wanted to be save me from Siberia, man. Y'all don't understand. People that been to Siberia that be watching my channel, man, that's from Virginia Beach. Y'all already know the count, man. That joint is the real deal. It's the real deal, man. Like it's a real torture chamber, man. Like silently, like it's not like the people will come see like, yo, how are the inmates being treated? No, it's like they wouldn't care because in the jail, when you in the regular jail, the air condition runs 24/7. Like it's a tactic for they can keep the germs down and all that. That's what the jail will tell you. So it's not like the heat is running. No, like when you get to penitentiary, you'll feel heat. But in the jail, the air is moving down. And when you in regular population in the jail, the air don't feel like Siberia. You know what I mean? I felt like they put Siberia on zero. Like they went to the thermostat and was like, they put that joint on zero. It was a knob back then. They probably was like, put that joint on zero game because that joint don't blow like that one, man. I'm telling y'all, like the population joint. So like for real, my whole goal is just chill, man. Like I'm gonna see these people rock with me, man. Like I say, I gotta count my blessings the way to count my blessings. So I'm in the cell chilling one day, y'all. I'm just laying in the bed. And like you would do a lot of laying in the bed in Siberia because like you gotta pick your spots. You gotta pick your spots, man. Some Siberia have you don't even want to lay on your side. Like you might be trying to lay on your side. No, that blanket gonna probably open up on the back end, pause, like, and it's gonna be wind hitting your back. And that's not gonna work in Siberia. So your only option is lay on your back, put the blanket up under you and be like a funnel in the bed. You like this. You ain't trying to let no air in. So I'm just in the bed just thinking about a lot of stuff. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. And like, as I'm thinking, I'm seeing darkness because my head is under the blanket and the sheet. 2 blankets. My head is under 2 blankets and the sheet. So I'm seeing darkness. So I started hearing keys. So when I heard some keys coming, I'm like, hear a lot of keys. And like I say, Tommy right next door. So I hear the dude come. I hear the CO say, hey man, get the sergeant here, man. So that's what kind of got my attention. So I come about the blanket. I'm like, I get up. I come to the door. I'm looking. They was like, man, you see this one CO was talking to another CO over like beside Tommy door, like a one-on-one conversation. Then it was another CO talking to the sergeant. Talking to another CO like right there, the booth officer like right there. And then it was another CO standing by the door waiting for I guess the sergeant to come in. So they all like having like different little powwows. So I'm looking, I don't hear nothing. Like I don't hear nothing coming from Tommy like he bucking. So they finally all got back together. The sergeant come in. So the sergeant like, what happened? He like, man, Sarge, this guy he wrote a request for him, man. And he was saying this is what it was, but he was saying he was so cold, Sarge, that he freaking doodled on himself. So Sarge was like, what? He was like, yeah, man. He said he had to doodle on himself to stay warm, man. He said he wrote the request for him. We didn't know, we thought he was joking, but we just went and did a check. We looked through his door. This guy's freaking got doodle everywhere on him. He's in the bed sleeping with the doodle. Sarge was like, I'm like, oh my God, this dude is psycho, man. I'm like, hold on. Sarge went to the door. He was like, dum, 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 dum. Hey, you all right in there? Call Tommy last name. You all right in there? Tommy, get up. I guess Tommy came to the door. He was like, fuck do you have doodle all over you for, man? Tommy was like, cause I'm cold. Y'all freezing me in here. I told y'all just move me back to the regular hole. I can't stay here, I'm freezing, which I wrote y'all and told y'all I'm freezing here. I got 1 sheet, 1 blanket, I'm freezing. The only thing that keep me warm is my feces. He's serious I can't see his face. It would have been crazy to see his face because I know the way he was talking, he was serious. He was serious about that joke. So Sarge was like, he looked back, he looked at the COs, he was like, he went over there, he was like, hey, this guy has freaking shit everywhere in his well, man. Like, what are we supposed to do? He's like, man, look, call the watch officer, call the watch commander. So I guess they got on the phone with somebody on top of them because this was a situation like they didn't really know how to handle. But I'm sitting there in the door like I had to tie the junk because that junk starting to just linger now. That junk lit. I'm like, He must have had it compressed when he was up under the blanket and all that. Man, I'm telling you, that joint lit now. It's super lit in there. So, like, I'm standing at the door, like, with the joint over my face, like, not one of these gonna complete this mission. Like, this is the stuff you see in the jail. Y'all hit the jail is different, man. The jail is, you see crazy stuff in this jail. I'm telling you, any jail. Like, people know what I'm talking about. Any jail you in, you see crazy stuff. So I'm just sitting there like, what is this about? How's he gonna pull this off? This might work. You mean to tell me I might gotta doodle on myself to get out of Siberia? I started considering it. Only if this play come through, but I'm gonna see and wait. I'm gonna look. I'm just wait, y'all. So I'm like this. I'm at the door. Then they come back. They was like, Sarge was like, hold on. The watch officer calling. They backed up, went back towards the boulevard. They was like, come on. So they left out. Everybody left out. They left out. So they left out. I said, Tommy. He was like, yo. I said, yo, man. I said, yo, you wilding like that, Tommy, man? He was like, man, shh. You don't get it, man. I ain't staying back here. Like, you gotta put a stunt to get from back here. He said, they gonna move me because this ain't sanitary right here. They can't keep me in here like this. Watch, they can't keep me in here like this. So I'm like, bro, I hope it worked. I don't know if I'm gonna try it, but you get out of the Siberia game, I might gotta consider it game, y'all. So boom. You might gotta hold on. It depends if it's your work, man. So when they come back, it's time you hear the gate open. You come back, they come back, you see them come back with the suits. They come in with the suits. I'm like, they looking like they about to snatch an alien off the street. I'm like, they coming in with the suits. They called Tommy to the door. Come on, door and cuff up. He was like, you moving me? They was like, come to the door and cuff up. Tommy came to the door and cuff up here. Put the cuffs on. Open up, cell such and such. Yeah, push. Door open up. See Tommy come out there, he like, it was like, dude had him like this, walking. They took Tommy to the shower. Tommy was like, it's too cold to take a shower. They was like, yeah, you gonna take a shower in the pool. They pushed him in the shower. Promise you, dude went to the joint. He was like, he just cut the joint on. The joint run for like 5 minutes. Tommy in the shower, laid down, handcuff game. Everybody looking like, oh my God, this is crazy right here. They in that joint. They like, yeah, kill him up. Get him cleaned up. Get him cleaned up as much as possible. So they got him like he can still got his clothes on. They still got his clothes on. So Tommy like, man, you're all supposed to be doing this. Tommy bucking. Man, they get Tommy out the jump. My word, they get him. They clean him up as best they can. They sit him at the table with no blanket game. With no really, they took his jumpsuit was taken off. So he's at the table with no shirt and his boxers still handcuffed. And they wiped him down with like a sheet or something the best way they can. Now, he probably still had some on him, but they water and a little bit of that. He didn't take a shower. They got this man sitting at the table. They called it the trustee dudes. They come in and joint. Trustee dudes coming in with the suits. They came in that joint, cleaned this whole cell up, cleaned that joint, took them about an hour and change. Tommy was sitting at the table like this. He looked like he was about to doze off, like he had a sleeping pill. He was so damn cold. He was like, Tommy was out. Tommy looked like he was messing with the dog food game, y'all. So boom. It was crazy, man. They cleaned the cell up, grabbed him, threw him back in there, came back, threw him a new jumpsuit. Plan didn't work. I was like, oh my God. I ain't even had no rap for Tommy. I said, I gotta warm up. I've been standing at the door too damn long. I said, I gotta go back and sit by my bed. I gotta get in the bed for a minute. Hold, stop. You know what I mean? Warm up game real quick. So I waited, man. So they came in with lunch. Lunch trays come. You know what I mean? I get up. I said, yo, Tommy. I call him like Rocky. Y'all gonna do Rocky 5. Hey, yo, Tommy. I ain't hear no bell. I ain't say that though, but that's what I'm calling like Rocky. I'm like, yo, Tommy. Tommy. He like, yo. I said, what's up? You all right over there? He was like, yeah, just about to eat. I said, man, yo, that play ain't work. I said, bro, I had to go warm up. I know you ain't feel like talking, so I ain't even bother you, bro. I said, but look, I said, man, that play ain't work, bro. I said, man, that was great. I said, they bucked on that. He was like, it's that sergeant dude and the watch commander. It's them. They ain't never liked me. So that's why they do that right there. Don't worry about it. I'ma sue them. He going in. I'm like, man, that's crazy, man. I was like, yo, bro, like, I promise you, I was considering trying that jump with a player and pan out, man. You were like, man, that's crazy. He was like, man, I'm stinky, dirty. We don't take showers till tomorrow. I'm wet. I'm cold, man. I hope I don't get ammonia, man. I say, bro, your best bet is to eat that tray and wrap up. Like immediately, bro. Like real talk, bro. We not in a regular jail, bro. We are in Antarctica. Your best bet is to eat that stupid turkey sandwich they just brought us and go to sleep, bro, under the covers, bro, right now. You know what I mean? He was like, that's what I'm gonna do, man. I gotta think of something, man. I was like, bro, you wildin', man. So I slid, you know what I mean? I got my tray, ate it real quick, and I went back to what I was doing. Up under the blanket game. It's too cold in there, man. Like it's pathetically cold in there, man. So I'll say probably 2 more days go by. After 2 more days go by, I guess Tommy felt like he had to try his hand with something else. So plan number 2, let's see if this worked. This time I was up, but this time I hit Tommy. Hey, man, come on, man. I need a shower right now, man. They said the water is hot. Everybody, because we could talk to the, like, for real, like this. Some of the CEOs will let us know, like some days the water will be about nothing in the showers. And then a lot of times the waters will be hot. So when the water is hot, that be the time that dudes be trying to get showers. So we be basically bucking for showers because we're not in the real hole. We're not under the real protocol of the day of you supposed to get a shower. No, it ain't a lot of people in that joint. So when we want to take a shower, like 2, 3 days go by, we're like, yo, man, we need a shower. They say the water hot. We say the water hot. So Tommy snapping about that. So the dude like, nah, y'all don't get showers till the morning. I ain't doing no showers. I ain't planning to do no showers. Y'all ain't getting showers till the morning. So everybody like, yo, the water hot. So everybody kind of snapping. So Tommy snapping, you know what I mean? So Tommy was like, all right, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. I got a trick for y'all when y'all count. I got a trick for y'all. I ain't standing either. I ain't standing either. Dude was like, man, what you mean you ain't staying? Like, man, I ain't standing. I ain't standing, man. Yeah, I got a trick for y'all. So I'm like, damn, Tommy thinking about trying something again. So when the dude leave, dude was like, all right, dude ain't pay Tommy no mind. None of us no mind. He booked on the hot water shower. So Tommy was like, yo, I got a trick for them. I was like, what you gonna do now, Tommy? I was like, man, you can't, come on, bro. Give me a warning shot or you gonna do it on yourself again, bro. Like, he was like, nah. He was like, man, I've been saving P for 5 days. I was like, you been saving P? He was like, yeah, I've been saving it for 5 days. It's in everything. I got it to milk cartons. I got it in the toilet. I got it in the sink. I said, so you ain't been brushing your teeth and drinking water? He said, nah, I've been bucking. I've been drinking the juice, peeing in the cup, peeing in the bottle. That's what I've been doing. I said, bro, you got 5 days worth of pee over there. He was like, yeah. I said, this dude is a lunatic, man. I said, bro, so what's your plan this time? He said, it's gonna be stinky. So cover your face up. Cover your face up. I'm like, man, this dude just told me he got 5 days worth of pee in his cell. I'm like, it was out of control right here, man. So they come through, get ready to count. So I'm on the bed. I don't know what he gonna do. Like, I usually be by the door sometimes to see who's counting, but I'm by the bed this time. I'm like over in the cut like this. I'm way over in the cut. They come by for a count before they even, his door is before my door. So they gonna go by his Tommy door before they come to my door. They get the Tommy door, you hear the dude, you like, man, what are you doing, man? No, stop that. Stop, pour that on your head. Just stop. Tommy was like, I'm cold. And I guess he was pouring pee on his head. Dude was like, stop. He was like, man, shh. Dude was like, just finish the count, man. Just finish the count. Just finish the count. So, like, all right, hurry. So they try to hurry up and finish the count. They try to finish the count. Tommy, I'm like, yo, Tommy, what you doing over there? Tommy was like, I'm taking a pee bath. It's cold. I'm trying to warm myself up. This pee is the only thing that's going to keep me warm. Like, this dude is, they going to send dude to the psych ward behind this junk, man. Like, I know for a fact they going to send him to the psych ward behind this, man. He like, man, forget it. Nah, I'm going to keep doing it. So they finish the count. They come back. They was like, man, look, where you get all that pee from? Tommy was like, well, I got a lot of it too. It was like, stop doing it, man. Oh, you heard something go, psh, like a splash. I was like, he splashed himself? They was like, I could see them backing up because I guess like the pee is coming outside the door now. They're like, man, this dude is crazy, man. They was like, call the Sarge. Call the Sarge. Sarge come over there. Sarge walked in. He was like, man, what you doing, man? You peeing on the floor now? He was like, I'm taking a pee bath. Psh, you heard like some more splashes. I'm like, this dude, I'm over there saying like, please. And I looked at the corner of my door. I see a little bit of pee coming in. It ain't come in the door, but it's getting dark like under the part of the door. That's all like, and I'm like, I'm back there. I'm like, man, this dude pee everywhere. He got 5 days worth of pee though. This can happen. Promise you, man. Sergeant like, man, call the watch commander. Called a watch commander. Like 20 minutes later, watch commander coming in. But it's a different watch commander from the one that did him dirty when he doodled on himself. Now, I promise you, man, watch commander come in the joint, seeing the joint. He was like, man, what's wrong with you? He was like, man, I'm cold, man. I told y'all, man. This the only thing warming me up, man. I'm cold, man. The watch commander was like, how long he been in here? He was like, man, he been in here a month and a half. He was like, clean him up, man. Take him to J. Take him, he called up the pod, a regular hole, and another building. He like, take him to this pod. Clean him up. CO was like, Tommy was like, you can hear him like, he was breathing like, finally. So the CO was looking like, man, I gotta do this, man. So Tommy, I guess the CO dipped, they dipped. Everybody dipped. I said, Tommy, you did it, man. I said, you did it, bro. He was like, sometimes you gotta do it like this, White. This is how you gotta do it sometimes. You gotta buck. You gotta just buck sometimes, White. I was like, man, I see, bro. Like, that was wild right there, man. He was like, no, man. He was like, you know what? He was like, man, shh. Like, I don't want you to do that though, man. You just don't know how long I went without water. Like, you know, I had to sacrifice drinking juice. I couldn't use my sink. Like, I just kept the pee. I stopped my toilet up. I was like, man, you a real deal psycho maniac when it comes to this hole, man. I was like, look, man, you the king of flooding, bro. You got it, man. You know what I mean? You got the juice now, kid. I ain't say that though, but like, it was one of those moments though, man. I'm like, damn, bro. You know what I mean? They come in the joint. They get Tommy, they took him to the shower. The trustee dudes came in. Trustee dudes came in the joint, cleaned the cell up, you know what I mean? While he was in the shower, they got that jump together, man. He came out the shower. He took a nice long shower. He came out the shower, man. They gave him his stuff. He got his stuff together. He told me he gonna holler at me, man. And Tommy was out of there, y'all. So boom, he was gone, man. Tommy made it out of Siberia, man. Like, I guess, like, it was the point of, like, yo, one watch commander, he don't feel like going through all the stuff the other watch commanders went through. Like, you know what I mean? Like just get him out of here, man. Like, you've been in there long enough. They don't want to drag too many people when it comes to Siberia, man. Like, a lot of people don't really get drugged when it comes to Siberia. They give you 10-day lesson because I guarantee you on them 10 days, you're going to learn your damn lesson. So now I'm in there trying to figure out what the hell I'm going to do to get the fuck out of Siberia. Apparently, penitentiary is not going to come save me. I'm still stuck in this goddamn hellhole. So I'm trying to figure out what the fuck I'm going to do, man. So I don't know, like, this jump just came to mind like on a whim. And when I say on a whim, this jump came in on a whim, man. I just was trying to think fast. And like, I know dudes seeing Tommy made it out. And a lot of people don't be trying to go through all that shit like Tommy went through. But like, you have to do something to get the fuck out of there sometime. It's time for me to get up out of here, man. So I can remember being in the cell. I looked up. When I looked up, dudes was all in the door. You heard noise. And it was like the administration of people just walking. You know what I mean? It was like a administration of people just walking, man. And when they got to my cell, I promise y'all, man, they got to my cell. I was like, yo, I'm cold, man. I can't stay here no more. So the dude was looking like, how long has he been here? I was like, man, I can't be here, man. It's cold. Please, get me out of here. I can't stay. I was about to cry. And Johnny was like, well, see the white lady look at you like, how long he? As soon as they said that, I just fell back. I was praying as I fell back. Like, for real, I should have been able to practice this the night before, but like, it wasn't no practice because I just started this right then and there. As I was falling back, y'all, like, I was timing my fall and I was hoping my elbows and my butt bone pause can really like stop, like for me hitting my head on the floor. But I'm right there talking to him and I just, boom! I just hit the ground, just went out. I hit the ground, I was like, I played that jump off right. I did a jump pause, I was like, I look, corner of my eye, man. I seen the lady, the white dude, he was like, I was like this. Go. They was like, get him some help in here. I was like, they hit the door. See y'all coming in. Hey, what's what? White. I'm like, go. They was like, get him his blanket. He threw the blanket on me on the floor. I was on the floor. He was like, bring him out of the pod. He got me up. I was like, he put the blanket on me. I was like, I sat down. I can't go back in there. I was like, man, tear came out. Tear dropped, just one tear. I don't know how I made it come out. Tear came out. I was like, man, I got sentenced to 18 years a year ago. I'm just trying to go to penitentiary. I was like, I don't even supposed to be here. I said, please don't make me go back in there. I start crying. You hear me? I start crying to get out of Siberia. I said, man, please don't make me go back in there. I done been in there 10, 11 days. I don't know how long I've been in there. I lost track of time. It was too cold. She was like, you already been sentenced? I was like, yes. She said, so you're one of the ones that's in the jail that's been waiting. It's a few of y'all. It's like 15 of y'all who hasn't been shipped yet. And it's not our fault because your people's been calling. So whoever this lady was, she was like the administration of the jail. She's saying your people's been calling and it's not our problem. They want us to call Richmond. We can't call Richmond for you. So she said, this is what I'm going to do. She said, get him up. Get him up. She said, take him to the part over here. That's my word, man. They walked me across the joint. Man, they walked me across the joint, man, to the other joint. When I get to that joint, as I'm walking over there, as I hit the regular air, out like the regular air felt so good to feel, man. They ain't, man, listen, my word, they just walking me to the joint, no handcuff game or nothing. I'm walking to the joint. I didn't give a damn about my shit I left behind. That shit crazy, I didn't care. They walked me to the joint, man. I felt the air of the regular joint. We get into the building, I feel the regular air building. It was just normal air. I was like, oh my God. I get to the block, they put me in the joint cell right there. As I'm walking to the joint, I see Tommy. Tommy like, yo, hey, White, you made it. I'm like, psh, nigga, I made it, nigga, damn right. He put me in the joint. I said, yo, what about my stuff? They was like, yo, I'll bring your stuff. I'll bring your stuff over. As I'm saying that, they come over with the dinner trays. I mean, dinner trays coming. Hot dog game. I'm like, yes. Today was a good day, man. Like, this patty though, it was a good day, man. I made it out of Siberia. And it's a hot dog day game. This was crazy, man. They put me next to the freaking #1 flutter again, man. But I'm eating my hot dog tray. I see the sergeant dude that always see me in a damn bin. He was like, hey, White, man, look, man. They say as soon as some room open, man, we gonna move you, man, upstairs, man. You still here though, man? I was like, shh. Man, just get me out of here. I don't care, man. Like, I learned my lesson, man. Like, when it's time for me to go, it's time for me to go. I know it's gonna be soon, but I'm like, man, just get me out of this block, man. Get me back to population, man. He be like, I got you. I started eating the glizzy game. You know what I mean? I started thinking about everything that's to come, man. Like, what's next on the menu? Like, what's next for me, man, in my life? When I'm gonna get transferred? Is everything gonna be going good with me, man? Like, I can't go back to Siberia, hit the glizzy. I can't do none of these things, man. I start thinking, man, like, yo, none of this shit really matter. Y'all know why? Cause I'm still in a damn jail.
Get your money, don't care who judge. Stay out the way, surround yourself with nothing but love. Stay out the way, if you a gangster, killer or thug. Stay out the way, put your faith in the man above. Stay out the way, chill with your family, siblings and blood. Stay out the way, kick it with your girl, forget hit in the club. Stay out the way, mind on your money, ain't no switching it up. Stay out the way, stand out the way, what you thought that it was. Stay out the way, if you stuck down on your luck, not feeling righteous. Did a petty crime, just looking for some excitement. Now your name on affidavits and court indictments. Get paid for a lot, but your freedom is priceless. You did the crime, you do the time, don't let it surprise you. Real stories from the heart, just to open your eyes up.